plays a crucial role in any organization. HR department plays a crucial role in any organization. HR department plays a crucial role in any organization. HR department plays a crucial role in any organization. HR department plays a crucial role in any organization. HR department plays a crucial role in any organization. HR department plays a crucial role in any organization. HR department plays a crucial role in any organization.
Welcome. We are back. This is the HR department. Do not get fired on your day off. You know what I'm saying? Don't get fired on your day off. I'm your boy, Heat Detector. And you know who that is. Welcome. We are back. Uh-oh, you got us playing. This is the HR department.
Oh, my bad.
Do not get fired on your day off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't get fired on your day off. I'm your boy, Heat Detector.
All right, there you go.
There we go. All right. So we're in the building. I'm Heat Detector, as I said. That's my man's Riot One SSMG Music Group. We're just some fucking dudes, man, who do fucking music. You know what I'm saying? Not music that you could fuck to. I mean, you probably could fuck to it if you wanted to, but it's more. Oh, I see what you did there.
I'm missing the symbols.
Damn. No, I just realized, bro, the light show that's going on over there. You don't think I see that over there? I recognize those knobs.
You already know.
And see, I'm glad PR ain't in here right now.
All right, he'll be here in a second.
Because I don't have my MPC plugged up.
Word.
Only because I've been mad busy and I ain't got time, like, you know what I'm saying, to plug it up. But I see, for representation, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Riot for pulling the MPC out for me. You know what I'm saying? We working like a well-tuned machine over here, baby. You know what I'm saying?
This permanent setup though. This ain't like I'm doing something.
Why you had to go blow the cover, man? That wasn't necessary. You didn't have to go blow the cover like that, man. Shoot, I'm over here, you know, because I know as soon as Prism, because I think he has it set up for notification. The moment he gets that, shit, he's gonna be in here and be like, "Where's the MPC at? I thought you was gonna play on the MPC. I thought you was gonna have your MPC playing. What happened? What are you doing, Heat? Is this how you operate? Hey, Riot, why are you dealing with this dude? You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that right now, man.
What frequency do you prefer, 24-bit or 16-bit?
Yeah, well, that's probably why he's doing it, because he just, you know, the machine probably runs 46 megahertz, and, you know, I don't know, like, but hey, man, I will, you know what, I have to do it on my time.
Shout out to Prism, man.
Shout out to Prism, that's my bro. But I have to do that on like my terms. You know, when I'm ready to plug that motherfucker up, I'm gonna plug it up, and then y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It ain't like I don't know what I'm doing on the motherfucker. I know what I'm doing on it, and you know, but
hey, whatever work, bro.
You know, sometimes we got prioritize. Got shit you know, motherfuckers got shit they got to do. Not everything. You know what I'm saying? Not everything. I can't. You know. I sound like I'm backpedaling like a motherfucker, huh? But
Pretty much. I'm
come
just letting
on,
you go.
right? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Cut me some slack. Cause I you know, I be I
What was that, the
still,
4-4?
huh?
That was your 4-4?
No, sir. That's the machine.
Oh,
It's the machine.
hey, it's doubling up though, like on some feedback shit.
Hold on,
Just
let me
letting
see.
you know.
I think I know what it is. Yeah, that's easy fix. What about,
Yeah, but
let me see. Now it ain't. Now it's not.
there you go.
So anyway, we in the building, the HR department, you know what I'm saying? So we missed last week, but I had some shit set up for us last week. And I think we should touch on some of that shit because I think it still has a place. But before we even get started in that, man, all this talk, and I don't know if you pay attention or how much you're online or whatever, but it's kind of hard not to see it. But this whole Kendrick shit is flared all the way back the fuck up again. With Baby
Kendrick.
Keem, his cousin.
What,
You're
the
not.
T.I. shit?
No, that's a whole nother one. I forgot about that shit. What
That's the
in
only
the
thing I've been
hold on, bro?
seeing.
Let me grab a cigar because this is gonna take this. What in the fuck on some real shit? First of all, T.I. need to get a handle on his son. All due respect, T.I., but goddamn, get a handle on your son.
Yeah, but if you start disrespecting the kid mom, I mean, and then the kid is not a kid,
Right.
what you think you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I get it, but come on, man. Like,
yeah,
it ain't gotta go because
let
this
grown
shit.
folks have the grown folks business type shit, but he's not a child though.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And number two, bro, this one of things like all publicity is good publicity type.
Right. Right.
You know, controversy
But
sells.
the kid
You know,
talking real reckless.
getting the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Run it up on a bunch of reckless shit. For all we know, they all in on it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause T.I. is about to put out another record. Like, you know, he did put out a disc today, another disc record said he don't need this to sell no records. Like, he don't need this to sell no
Right.
records, but you just sit up here and just talk about my fucking woman, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what you want, you know? So, whatever, but hey man, they in a whole nother tax bracket, bro. I really ain't got it. I'm
Right.
not a
That's like one time my
Hollywood gossip. I ain't even trying to turn
right.
this into that.
Oh no,
I
no,
guess
hell no. I was just like, it's just strange, man. You know, motherfuckers is nowadays is on some real strange shit. You know, at the end of the day, to me.
I can't even say it's good for hip hop. You know, some battles used to be good for hip hop. Like it
Right.
was a good thing to get the ears back on hip hop, but this ain't hip hop. This some rap shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, all y'all guys is just going back and forth, and all of y'all done beat the odds and became uber fucking rich. Y'all need to. I mean, do what you gonna do. I guess if somebody jump out of line talking about my family, I got to deal with that too. But
Right.
it's like
But
this ain't my.
what's gonna happen when Riot tax bracket jumps crazy? You know what I'm
Oh, I'm
saying?
out the way, bro. I might disappear.
You out the way?
Yeah, I might be on some shit like the bassist from Queen. After
Mm-hmm.
Fred Mercury died, I read it today. He made like 200 million. They still kept touring, you know, after the lead singer from Queen. But dude was like, man, I'm going home, bro. I don't want to do nothing else. Queen ain't gonna never be the same. The
Mm-hmm.
money there, I'm done. I ain't going on tour. I ain't
Well, he
taking no
earned it.
pictures. And he just got out the fucking way. He's still getting money from that shit. And he felt like he did what he set out to do and it's done. He wasn't trying to go out like no Mick Jagger and shit. So he took his money and got clean out the way. I might do the same thing, bro.
You
Because
might.
I mean, I always make music, but the name of the game is to try to be financially secure as possible doing what you love.
Right,
And
right.
once I get to a certain tax bracket, it's not a chase no more. It's because I'm doing what I love. So I'm always do music, but the back and forth and trying to compete, I don't care about that, bro. I don't care
You
about
don't
it
think
now.
there's a level of competition though? You don't think that still drives you to like be the best and your best work? Is that deep down inside there's still a like ain't nobody I'm gonna make this can't nobody fuck with this. You know what I'm saying?
But that's subjective because people make music without being on that,
Mm-hmm.
and they still fuck it up. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you can't say can't nobody fuck with this because you only as good as what the people like. You could say that all day, but if don't nobody bad,
Right.
was you really talking about anything? Or you know what I'm saying? So
Or they
it's
could just
like,
be hating. You could be that good where they're just hating.
look,
I'm just
again,
trying to,
bro.
hey, bro. I'm just being the antagonist. You know what I'm saying? I hear
No,
everything you're
I get
saying.
it. I get it. And stuff like this need to be talked about so people can get an understanding, bro. Far
Yeah.
as I'm concerned, haters, how you gonna hate and we all do the same thing? We only as
Easy.
good as
We live in the
I
bro. We live in the biggest hated city in the world. Artists hate each other for no fucking reason.
that's a personal problem because I ain't got no reason to hate nobody, bro.
Not
I'm
like
trying
in
to
the
get
literal
to.
sense. You know what I'm saying? Not like
No, I know
actually.
what you mean. Like
Yeah.
people don't fuck with each other. They be hating. They see you over there and they don't rock with you for real. And I know, dude. But my whole thing is it ain't even about y'all niggas though. It's about the people, bro. It's
Right.
about the people. When the consumer hates your ass, now you got a problem because you ain't
Right.
making no money no more. So that should be the only thing you're worried about is gaining fans and losing fans, bro. At the end of the day, back in the day, yeah, labels competed for the number one spot on Billboard. You know, Motown had to go up. Everybody went up against Motown because they had a super run. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And I get that, and that's um professional competition.
Right.
But on this real personal level, just everybody rapping and motherfuckers saying to each other for what? Like, I don't see the point. Everybody would be a little more better together than apart, so we can move as a fucking city
Right.
to
Right. I agree.
against the world. If you want to compete on a fucking rapidy rap level, we need to be all kind of sticking together so we can take down fucking Chattanooga, Tennessee, whoever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
next city on the rise gonna make us look stupid because we too busy over here worried about each other instead of looking at the big picture.
Right. I was watching some like short documentary and what they were talking about was MCs and hip hop culture in general. And what happened, like in the midst of this conversation, they brought up Chicago, and I thought it was really interesting what they said about Chicago. You know, about all the contributions that Chicago's given to hip hop. And one of the things that struck me, they said the level of creativity and artistry that comes out of Chicago is unmatched anywhere, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as a person who I'm from Chicago now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm told. I've been here for a hot fucking minute. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
and
right.
I and even when I came here, like the level of creativity and artists and shit. And I've been around. I haven't seen it all. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah.
there's something different, really, really, really different about Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Because the like I said, there's so many artists, there's so much creativity, there's so much of everything. It's hard to imagine that a place like this that has so much to give and offer the culture is such a
Uh,
crab in the barrel ass place.
yeah, let me kind of see. I can summarize that like this: Chicago is a creative place because we are the kings and queens of making something out of nothing, bro.
Ooh,
I promise you. You know what
say
I'm
that
saying?
shit.
But
Yeah.
once we get there and make it, Can't nobody have none of the candy. Fuck everybody else. This is my idea, not yours. Da 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 da. Everybody in Chicago feel like if you help the next man, it's gonna mess them up. It's gonna mess them up.
How though? That's the part that I don't understand.
There
How?
is a lack. There is a lack of self confidence and a lack of insecurity, and we got that bad that everybody feel like if you um reach out or work with another person or help another person, it's gonna dim their light or it's gonna take away from them. And that's across the board, bro, especially in the music game. I don't even know how
Right.
we got gatekeepers. We ain't even got no gates because everybody keep fucking shit up.
Right.
So
Right.
how we gatekeepers? But soon as somebody get that little position where they could connect you with somebody or plug you with somebody or be the middleman and help you, you know what I'm saying? They so biased and so fucking clicky, bro. It really, your best bet is to not even focus on the gate, bro. Just
Yeah.
move around that motherfucker. Take another
Well,
route, bro. Because motherfuckers gonna fuck with who they gonna fuck with. That's the Chicago way, bro. Even to the gangs, bro. The drill scene blew up because certain gangs fuck with certain gangs and fuck the other gang. And it's the same thing with hip hop. Certain niggas in hip hop fuck with certain niggas in hip hop and fuck
do you
them
think that
other.
gang culture had something to do with that? When hip hop started to evolve and everything, and it hit Chicago, do you think that over the years
Nope.
may have had something to do with it?
Nope. Because no. That's just Chicago. I think like systematic racism that stemmed from fucking the 40s and 50s to now is embedded in
Uh-oh.
Chicago's DNA. So people are just born with that. You know,
Right.
we was all raised, be careful what you call friend, watch the company you keep. You know
Okay,
what
I
I'm
see what you're
saying?
saying.
Girls, females, ain't nothing going on but the rent. Use what you got to get what you want. Now look where we at with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's is it better than Chicago? And then I can never say that because when I was like head of some big crews in Chicago,
Uh-huh.
we had everybody, bro. We had foes, vice lords, foes, BDs, Stones, everybody. We had everybody with us, and it was all because we was hip hop that none of that came into play in our motherfucking group. So gangs ain't really had nothing to do with it back then. It's just that when decided gangbangers like this new generation
Mm-hmm.
decided to start rapping, they used it as codes to go
Right.
against other gangs, which turned into this whole shit. They took social media and just ran it up on some opposition shit. And here we are. But that wasn't the case back in the day, bro. It
Yeah,
wasn't. We was all together because it was hip hop.
that shit is wild to me. That shit is so wild to me because I'll tell you, like, my which this is a good segue into what the topic like that I wanted to talk to you about. But like I Chicago has given me a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Just from being around the creative type of people that I've been around, it's given me a whole
Yeah,
lot. And because like I said, when I got here, I was like, fuck, I was blown away just by like the mediocre rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that
yeah,
somewhere else or somewhere else they would be like, damn, this motherfucker got bars. You know what I'm saying? But here, it's like, yeah, he mediocre. He mid. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
there's that, but then there as many as there are of them, there's that many motherfuckers that are just walking around that are like real superstar type material. You know what I'm saying? And really have that creativity and really have that shit. And that's what Chicago gave me. And so the part of me that doesn't understand the shit is because I also come from a place of if I'm rocking with you, I'm rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? If I I fuck with you until I don't have a reason to not, you know what I'm saying, to not fuck with you, till I have a reason not to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So everybody to
yeah,
me is like I'm cool with everybody. And if I have something, if I can help someone do something or lend a hand, I'm gonna do it. Even though that came at a price when I got here. You know what I'm saying? I had my studio was open. I was rocking with motherfuckers from all over the fucking city. North side, south side, east side, west side, until I got robbed. Until the studio got robbed. You know, and broke into my studio, took all of my shit. Well, they didn't take everything, but they took a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But because people used to come in there and be like, hey, why you got all these motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? Don't you know where you're at? And my thinking was like, you know, I'm not from here. So to me, I didn't even understand why motherfuckers didn't. I didn't understand that there was like clicky shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Prism is in the building. There he is. I knew it was just a matter of time. We appreciate you, bro. We appreciate you too, brother. But it took something like that for me to like pump the brakes. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, man.
I mean,
Chicago different, bro. You gotta be like 10 toes down, stand on business, blah blah blah, with everybody you fuck with. My default was I was loyal to a default to the wrong motherfuckers, bro. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But as a producer, I never lost my stride, and I just learned more and more and more as I went. You know, so yeah, it is what it is, bro. You know, I got a million stories about fuck shit in the city, but all I can say right now though is Chicago. It's gonna be Chicago. I could be like, yeah, man, everybody needs to wake up and get off the bullshit and start collabing. Nah, cause niggas don't like niggas like that, bro. You would be lucky even a nigga even say what's up to you, bro. You know, people really don't fuck with nobody like that. And I can't trip cause okay, I'm kind of the same way. Like and it's not like I'm like that for a reason. I'm like that because I see how people move and I be like, oh, this nigga funny acting. So don't even
but you
try.
got kind of a different radar because you've been, you know, this is your hometown. You know what I mean? This is your city, so your radar is a bit different than mine. Don't trust me. My radar learned. I learned how to adjust. You know what I'm saying? Maneuver.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I mean?
no, I'm talking about the hip hop shit though. I seen like easily like I want to say 4, definitely 3 generations of this shit. I seen it all good. I seen it all bad. I didn't watch niggas flip on niggas just for some money. I done seen it all, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done been around a whole lot of fuck shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see motherfuckers you swooping down. Ain't no way in the fucking world these your motherfuckers. This your people. And they be ones that flip on your ass. You be like, God damn, G. You know, I didn't seen it, bro. So my advice to anybody, keep the ball in your court as much as possible.
Isn't that the whole thing we talking
Ain't
about though?
nobody
Isn't that
fuck you
gatekeeping?
over it because you your
right?
own motherfucker. Huh?
Isn't that gatekeeping though?
No, I'm just saying don't give nobody the upper hand on you where they could gatekeep on you.
Oh, okay.
Keep the ball in your court where that shit don't phase you because they can't do that. You stand on your own. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't want to fuck with me? That's fine, bro. I ain't even surprised, matter of fact, but it don't stop me. It don't stop what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Once people get you where your shit shuts down because they decide to move funny or something, that's where you lost. And I learned that the hard way. Always keep the ball in your court in some form of fashion where you gonna survive regardless. You know
so
what
you're
I'm
not
saying?
you're not against working or lending a helping hand to a motherfuckers. You just well, that's how I am right now, at least from just because of my own experience here, is I'm more mindful of who I deal with. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to before when I got here, I didn't realize that everything was the way that it was, and so I was taking on and taking in everybody. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, yeah, come on, yeah, you need help, you need this, you
Once
need that.
upon a time I did that, I was the same, bro, because the money kept coming in, and I wanted to turn on the money. But I ain't even finna get into that, bro. But that shit almost brought a lot of heat to my career, bro. And then I was drinking and shit. I was just like, No, I was cool guy. I was one of the guys. For the most part, everybody came through. It was always a party and shit with me. But
Right.
after a while, after I really peeped what was going on, I'm like, man, I gotta stop this shit because I ain't even on none of this, bro. This shit, I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I almost got in the middle of a whole bunch of shit just because I was the engineer.
Right.
I ain't had nothing to do with nothing, but here I am doing this, recording this shit. You know what I'm saying? It was about to, but yeah, man, you know,
Shout out to Prism. He
Chicago hip
says,
hop tweaker.
she said Chicago hip hop what?
Chicago hip hop some tweaking ass shit though, bro.
Yeah.
And do you be seeing these niggas arguing online, bro? That shit be hilarious as hell. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Hey man, didn't we cover the angry producer episode 2? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't know what to call it, but motherfuckers in Chicago, these hip hop producers in Chicago, man, these motherfuckers is fed up. They headed up to here, my nigga. I'm like, God damn.
Where?
Like,
Not here.
shit.
They had it up way up here. Yeah, I get it.
And I can tell you everybody problem, dude. Motherfuckers should be at a certain level and they not there. So it's really a subconscious frustration, bro. And niggas is just letting it go. They just, whether they say it or not, because they motherfucker might see this knowledge.
A lot of that is the internet. A lot of that is the internet. Everybody got a platform now.
Internet,
so, you know.
Yeah, fuck the internet. Y'all got to stop playing internet games, bro. Use this shit for what it's for. Selling your music and cracking jokes, nigga. That's all you do on the internet. Don't get involved in no beef. Stop speaking your grievances and let people know what's on your mind and where you coming from. And fuck Chicago hip hop. All these motherfuckers ain't shit. No.
This nigga called you Rico Tone. It's Riot 1. Riot 1.
But you know what? Dude,
shout out to Slim Baller. And big shout out real quick, man. Big shout out to Prism. He's in the building. He thought we came on Tuesdays. It's Thursdays, bro. Thursdays. All right? Just so we know.
What up, Prism? And Slim Baller. Word up, Rico Tone. Damn, that's wild as hell, boy.
And the crazy thing, it's right there. It says Riot 1. That nigga wrote Rico Tone.
It's all good, man. I'm Rico Tone tonight. Fuck. You see how easy it is to let shit go?
Yeah. No,
now I'm gonna go live on Facebook after this thing, and this motherfucker called me Rico Tone. Fuck Chicago hip hop. I don't give a fuck about nothing. This nigga called me Rico Tone. I've been in the game for 20 years, nigga. Who you calling Rico? All right, man. I'm not doing that. I'm Rico Tone, nigga.
He's I think he's from Virginia. I think he's in Virginia.
No, shout out Virginia, G. No, it's all good, Slim Ball. You my bad you on your phone, man. Ain't nobody I don't give a fuck, bro. But that angry producer shit, rapper shit funny, boy. That nigga, your man's like, fuck Chicago hip hop. Oh, none of y'all niggas no apology. I was like, hell yeah. And this is the crazy part. I so agree with him. Fuck Chicago hip hop. You right, damn it. But I don't think it's that
to a degree. To a degree. We got to rep the city, man. To a degree.
Yeah, I love people. I love who love me, bro. Type shit.
Big facts. So shout out to that. That man said it right. I love those who love me, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, but we all know Chicago hip hop some fuckery. You know what I'm saying? So
you gotta for those people watching that ain't from here, you gotta be here to know it. You know what I'm saying? You can't explain it. You gotta be here, get in and when I say trenches, I don't mean like street shit. I mean the trenches as far as the culture is concerned, and you'll know exactly what the fuck we talking about. But we doing our best to explain it right now. But shout out to yes. I was gonna say shout out to Prism. Yeah, I see you over there, Prism. You say you bouncing some shit, bouncing some stems right now. We already explained to you that Thursday is the day that we'll be doing the HR department. Look, he can't wait. God damn it.
That's
All
another
right.
soundbite. Don't you remember that little Indian Muslim Arab kid on the little Dubai America's Got Talent? It was like a meme. He was singing all like he was down there crying, and all the judges was laughing at him.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was
Well,
hilarious. And the little shorty, he was like 5 years old. That nigga was serious as hell. He was like,
hey, your sound. I don't know what's happening with your sound, but it just went like it just started going strange, like clippy a little bit or whatever. But again, shout out to Prism for tapping in. Shout out to everybody for tapping in. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, hit all the buttons. We need all that. Throw us in the algorithm. But this was a perfect segue into what I wanted to talk about, the journey. You know what I'm saying? Because we all, I feel as artists have a journey, and that journey is like different for everybody. It's the same, but it's different. You know what I'm saying? I think we all kind of have the same goals and aspirations and shit, but you know, the sound that's coming out of his device mic is clean. Oh, it sounded jacked up on this end. All right, well then you're good to go. Thanks, Prism. So Prism be on top of everything. You can't have a show, you can't go live, you can't do nothing because he's right there going, well, you know, you're probably at 32 decibels right now. You should probably turn the gain down a little bit and add some compression. You know what I'm saying? But big shout out to Prism, man. That's my guy, man. I fucks with Prism. But the journey, what?
yeah,
I'll ask you some questions and then you could ask me. You know, whatever my shit was. Uh, the real Slim Ballin says, talk to him. Hashtag producer talks. Hashtag sauce drip. Yeah, we really low key. That's what the HR department is all about. We really, if you pay attention, we're gonna be giving you some game. You know what I'm saying? Putting you up on some shit. But that you're gonna have to pay attention for that. You know what I'm saying? If you're listening with goofy ass ears, then you're probably gonna hear goofy ass shit. But if you listen the right way, you're gonna learn something. I feel like, at least that's what I feel like. What do you think, Riot?
yeah, shit.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to get. I'm thinking about getting on live, Facebook Live, right after this to tell this nigga I ain't Rico one.
Yeah, fuck Chicago hip hop.
Yeah.
No, for real though. Yeah, that's what this basically is supposed to be about, man. Is sharing some production knowledge, whatever tricks of the trade. You know what I'm saying? We walk when we just be getting off into some other shit
Yeah.
because we from the damn city and there's always some goofy shit going on. So, you know, we just talking about to be talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But far as the journey, what you want to ask, bro?
What because I kind of low key on this Prism again. Riot, strike a pad real quick to see if you're clipping like before. Your mic sounds clean. It's your device that's clipping. See, I told you.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
that
cool.
sounded.
I ended up.
No, that's mine, Prism.
That kid is terrible. He is crying as hell. But anyway, he said the mic clean, so at least I can answer some questions.
Right. So, I know that like you've done pretty much every aspect of hip hop, right? All of the elements, right?
Yeah, I dabble in every you can kind of say offshoot genre of production, rap music production.
No, I'm talking about just the culture in general, like DJing, graffiti, breakdancing.
Hell yeah. Still to this day, I don't
Right.
breakdance, no, but you know,
What was your first influence, you know, as far as you know, because really we were going to get to where you're at now, but everybody has a beginning. You know what I'm saying? So like to give an explanation of like, okay, so I got influenced by X, Y, and Z, then that landed me over here, which landed me over here, which landed me over here, and this is where I sit now. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got you. I tell this story all the time. I got some family from New York. Well, something like family is a lady lived on our block back in the 70s that kind of worked with my mama, helped raising us. And her grandkids, her name was Miss McDay. She was like our grandmother. Her grandkids was from the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
They used to come to Chicago every summer for summer vacation because Auntie and them didn't want the kids in New York out of
Right.
school because New York was fucking. This was the beginning of Zulu Nation, the ending of the fucking nomads and black spades and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when the Bronx and shit was fucked up. As far as
Right.
once I did the timeline on how they presented the Bronx in like the movies and shit, yeah, it was fucked up. So she was sending them to Chicago for the summer. Came to Chicago
Hey,
in the
bro, look at
70s.
this shit. This nigga.
Shout out Rico to y'all bogus as hell, boy. Well, fuck up. But
Tony the
anyway,
building.
but yeah, they funny as hell. So my cousin them used to come up here, Michelob, Charmaine, Alexandra. 70s, not much. But like 1980, they came up for summer vacation this time. My cousin Michelob came up here. He was a full-on graffiti writer. I was just drawing karate men and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of knew about what hip-hop was. I think I seen some shit on That's Incredible, them breakdancing and shit. Maybe called
That's incredible, nigga. You telling your
yeah,
age, boy? That's
yeah.
incredible.
Well, and I think I seen something about graffiti maybe on Nightline like they did a doc, but I wasn't in, didn't know about it totally. My cousin
Mm-hmm.
come up here like 79. He had a piece book with pieces in it. He had mixtapes like the Park Jam tapes and all this shit. And I'm a little kid. I'm like, what is this?
Right.
What is this? He was like, y'all don't know about this in Chicago. And he had the Kangos and the whole you dig. He was just super hip hop. He had a piece book. He was showing me how to break dance. I was like, I seen that. He was showing me how to windmill. I'm like, 10 years old, 8, 9,
Right.
10 years old. He showing me this shit. So he had a piece book. I was like, damn, dude, let me keep this. I promise you I won't trace, but I bet I could draw this. So he let me keep it overnight. I drew the shit, and all it took was him to say, that's good, man. Keep doing it, keep practicing. You're gonna get good. And I ain't never looked
That's
back.
it.
And that was
That was
like
all it took, huh?
that was like 1979, 1980, bro. That was like 1980. Bam, fast forward, I moved to Natterby Wells in like the end of 1980, early 1981. I was already like totally into graffiti by now. I got throw up letters, I got bubble letters, I got a
You
tag.
got the whole
I,
whip.
yeah, so when I got to the projects, I ain't know nobody. Of course, I made a couple of friends around, but when I got to school, I made friends because they was talking about some graffiti shit. And I was like, dude, I really know how to do that. I do graffiti for real. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. I was like, yes, I do. So the next
Mm-hmm.
day, I wrote my sketchbook because I had got some markers and I was drawing like before I
Right.
moved in. They see my sketchbook and I blew up. I was the shit. You know what I'm saying? In the project, they're like, he a real tagger. He really do this shit. I drew the ABCs, gave it to my boy Sony, rest in peace. Man, I told him, don't let nobody see it, bring it back to me,
Everybody
man.
had it.
Nigga, the whole project learned them letters. I was like, boy, I thought that shit traveled. It was funny as hell, but yeah, man, every long story short, graffiti was first. Beatboxing and rapping was second. Breakdancing was always there. That
Right.
wasn't the first or second. It was just part of the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That was my journey. And fast forward some more, hip hop was pop culture.
Right.
Everybody did it. Everybody wore the spike belts and gloves and what's a pop lock and shit. Everybody did it.
Mm-hmm.
time went on, the pop culture and the coolness about it played out to the average Joe.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? To the regular Joe Smo that did it. Everybody went from being graffiti writers and trying to DJ and rap a little bit to full-on gangbangers and drug dealers.
Right.
There's only a few that stuck with hip hop because we understood what it was. It wasn't a
Right.
fad to us. We was really into that shit. It wasn't no, all right, LL Cool J played out, nigga. We on to the next thing, gold
Right.
chains, nigga. Let's get some drugs. You know what I'm saying? So I stuck with it. Chain Ruger stuck with it, Prodigy stuck with it, Keno stuck with it, and these are guys in the Abbey Wells, and a few of my friends stuck with it, but we was the main ones that took hip hop serious.
Ain't that
Me and Khalid.
crazy, bro? Ain't that
Yeah,
crazy how, like, when we think about it now, like, I even myself, like, I really understood something without even understanding that I understood it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
I get
all right.
that.
I just wanted to say that right quick because that's part of the shit that I was thinking, like, because I've talked to a lot, I talked to a lot of producers, I talked to a lot of rappers, you know, especially some of us that are older, and we've been through there's so many similarities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
it's
I
like,
think everybody got the same story, just different, same, totally different shit, bro.
mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I just wanted to say that right quick. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm finna make this quick. So, me, Chain Kingdom, and Prodigy, you know what I'm saying? We did start that Hill State shit, but we was family and crew. Kingdom, my cousin, I knew him since I was a baby. And then
Right.
we lost touch because life changed, the crack epidemic came in, and all this. When I moved to the Abbey Wells, he was already living there. So when he realized that little Javon, was a fucking hip hop head, a graffiti writer, he put me down with Ran Nation. And that
Mm-hmm.
was like one of the first big kind of crews, like Shyrock and shit. It was like Ran Nation, Purple Mansion, Shyrock, and then Zulu. So I was with them as the youngest guy, but I was the graffiti writer because I was already like bombing
Right.
trains and shit. It was like 84, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And my mother will only let me go out and be out and move around if I was with Kingdom. He was
Right.
like big overseer. So
Yeah.
long as my mama was with Kingdom, I was cool. Cause his mama and my mama was sisters. So that was that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Fast forward, everything else was a natural occurrence. I started DJing, first DJed at the Blue Gargoyle, some of the most dopest original first hip hop parties besides Steps. I can say it's the first like real hip hop shit on the South Side, Blue Gargoyle Land Park. DJed there. And the evolution, we went from DJing, Chainsaw got an SK1, and we automatically start trying to learn how to make beats. Because
Mm-hmm.
first we thought producing was a grown man game, you know, produced
Right.
back on
Right.
Arthur Baker, old white guys and shit, Larry Smith, old Jerry Curl niggas. So we ain't think nothing about making beats. We just knew the young niggas was scratching, the
Yeah.
DJ, you know, so we took to that. But then once we seen Mantronics, we was like, hold up,
Oh shit.
these
Yeah.
motherfuckers. Wait up, what is that drum machine he holding in the cartoon on the Rat Pack album cover? 808, 909. They
909.
sell.
Yeah.
And then we just started like Chain was really leading that shit because he was you know him and Kenny was a little older than me, so they had jobs. They was the ones buying little drum machines and Casio SK1s, and we trying to figure out how to sample, and we figuring all this shit out. And then we just started making music from there. Boom, 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 boom. First drum reel. We ran through every drum machine: R8, 808, 606,
Mm-hmm.
626, 707, RX7, R8, R5, Rollins, Casios, Lin drums. We ran through all that shit. First real shit, smooth sound. DJ Sean, demo, peace out to them. Them our guys. They showed us the how to use the SP12. Then I started making beats. One of the first beats I ever made was for Ash 13.
Shout out Ants 13.
Yeah, that was
Real,
the first beat
real,
I
for real,
made.
Chicago legend.
Yeah, she
Living
was
legend.
first one I produced for, and that was like in '88.
Mm.
No, I want, yeah, shit, '88. Yeah, 92. No, it was 92. No, 88. It was like 89, 90 or something. It was Flex, Solar Flex, Notorious, and I think some shit called 92 Bad Seed. I don't know if I did that, but yeah, Edge was the first one I actually constructed a beat on the SB12 for. Yada, 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 yada. Real to real tape, learn how to splice, got a record deal. There was some fuck niggas, da 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 da. Just got better and better and better. Was drinking crazy, but I always upgraded my level, my
Yeah.
production level, skill set. I just never, no matter what, I was always a nerd with this shit, da 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 da. And now I'm on a podcast talking to Heat. Oh, sound,
To sum it up,
yeah, sound schedules, blah blah blah. Now I'm on a podcast with Heat.
Well, damn. Shout out to that. But it's still an incredible story. You know what I mean? Because even without getting into prison wants to know what she answers. She's always been Ange 13.
Yeah, she was Edge 13, then she was with us, and she changed her name to Sister Edge because that was the style back then. We had respect for ourselves and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was the pro Black X Clan, KRS One, Public Enemy. So at one point she was Sister Edge, and then she went back to Edge 13 after she was smart enough to lead the fucking crew, low key. You know what I'm saying?
See?
So
You know what he's talking about right here, bro? You know what he's talking about right here? You see this shit? This nigga, I know what he's talking about. That 3.7. He's talking about the MPC, the MPC update.
Yeah, I'm not updating shit. My shit work perfectly fine.
Nah, I know. He just had to throw that in there. You know what I'm saying?
Good luck, bro. I heard it's wonderful.
But like your story is dope, and I think it gives a lot of insight. You know what I mean on your journey in particular, but just the journey in general. You know what I'm saying? I know for sure just because of my own journey, the amount of stories and the amount of shit that you have left out in your little.
Oh,
Let me
man.
sum it up real quick.
Nigga,
Now I'm doing a
I could
podcast.
write a dictionary thick fucking novel, nigga. Like
Right.
hardback.
You think that kind of comes with the territory?
I don't know. It came with my territory. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? I can't say everybody's situation is different. It's some people that took the long route and still taking the scenic route like me.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's some motherfucker that just jumped in the game out of nowhere and became the biggest success in the fucking world. Like,
Right. Do you think it's important to, as far as like, since we're on the topic, you know, and we're having this discussion about the journey, do you think it's important? Because I think this comes up a lot, especially lately, that motherfuckers are jumping into the game and not really having any history behind them, behind the, on, what's the word, like on their belt, like, you know, they have nothing.
They ain't paying no dues. They ain't
Yeah.
paying no real dues. First of all, majority of these people coming in right now don't even give a shit about hip hop, bro. They can
Right.
care less. A lot of people make it now because they only concerned with what's current. They don't care
Right.
about culture. They don't give a damn about no culture, no techniques, no nothing. If they can get it done and have these little thoughts turning up to their shit,
Or
it's
get to the
video.
bag.
They going straight to the bag, and ain't no, hey, by all means, bro. It's back in the day, you was a sucker if you came out of nowhere and just, you know what I'm saying. But nowadays, man, all the rules broke. The rules was broke when biting played out. When it was okay to bite, that's where everything went to shit. That's why
Right.
everything right now sound like the same shit. Because biting don't matter. They killed that element, bro. Hip hop, like if Biden still was a serious rule in this rap shit, it wouldn't be so much of the same music back to back.
Oh, there would be a lot of motherfuckers that wouldn't be in it. You know what I'm saying?
Because they have to be original or they can't even fuck with the culture at all. People
You know what I
drop
find
it's like
crazy?
culture drop their guard.
You know what I find crazy, bro? Is like for any other genre of music, you got anybody that jumps into, I would say good 90% of any genre of music. So you jump in and say you want to be a guitar player. You are going to study the greats. You know what I'm saying? You ask anybody in any other genre of music who so-and-so was and what their contribution was, they know it right off rip. You ask a motherfucker nowadays that they don't know shit. And I'm not trying to make us sound like grumpy old men or anything, but I think that the whole point, like, to understand something, to do something, it's important that you know the history of it. How can you even get better if you don't understand shit before you, or how this was even, because this is a good segue into the next thing we're going to be talking about here in a second. But you know, I think me personally, I think it's important. Like when my son started getting into music, I made it mando that you study this shit, that you understand who these people are. Because at first he was like, well, I don't really need to. I have you. Nah. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time too, you may find yourself in a position where somebody asks you a question about something or someone within hip hop. You say some fucked up shit, or like, I don't know that nigga, man. He ain't got nothing to do with what I'm doing right now, or something stupid. It may shut a door. You know what I'm saying? Or you become a meme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But man, these new motherfuckers don't care, bro. It's like somewhere along the line we dropped our old ass kind of dropped the ball and didn't pass the torch. But the difference is, in our day, we wanted to learn.
Yeah.
These kids don't give a fuck whether they learn or not. All they know is to get it right now. It don't matter, like that little goofy nigga, Lil Yachty. So he was just dissing the Sugar Hill Gang. That shit was funny as hell. But he just dissed the shit out the Sugar Hill Gang like the other day on somebody podcast talking about, nigga, that old ass shit was whack. And if you think we whack, they was talking bullshit back then. So y'all can't talk about us. And people had to break it down to him in the comments like, man, it was party song. And he like, what you think we was making that party song, nigga? So y'all can't. I'm like, bro, you can't compare that what y'all doing now to what
Right. You can't.
Even if you right, you just can't compare, bro. That's like 5 generations removed from your bullshit, bro.
Yeah, but
like,
the other thing to that, the real thing to that, if you don't have a Sugar Hill Gang, then you don't have this person, then you don't have that person, and that chain of events has to happen in order for Lil Yachty to even sit somewhere and say something.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
That's crazy. Prism says you had to sound like yourself. When you sounded like someone else, that was biting and considered whack. Now everyone's sounding like fill in the blank major rapper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gee, I promise you, the next whoever mumble rap come out with a little different little style or something, he added a little spice to it. If that shit blow up, everybody finna do it. You finna see a whole nother generation for a real quick minute. Everybody doing that. Sexy Red just took it past the limit with her nasty ass shit. Now so many females.
Oh, do you hear what she getting ready to do? She getting ready to remake Michael Jackson's Thriller, or is it Thriller or Bad album?
It was
like the whole album. She's gonna do it her way. The whole album.
No, she not. Michael Jackson Estate shut that shit down, bro. After they heard the first song, they was like, man, get your ass out of here. You ain't about to fuck them up. You ain't about to fuck an MJ legacy like we just letting anything go. Hell no, bitch. If she do it, she gonna either get sued or she gonna do it on some low budget, like, and fake leak it so it don't seem like she responsible.
Yeah, they already did that. They already like fake leaked the shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's bullshit, because if you went in the studio to record it, it was meant to be heard by somebody else. You spent money on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You put some money and effort into that shit, bitch. You rewrote that shit, so you want it to be heard. No, ain't no fake leak. That shit got heard.
Yeah.
You wanted.
Slim Ballin said, oh man, they coming wild like that? Wow. And then Fambo said, a lot of these rappers don't own their masters. Yeah, we know that. And look, shout out to Aztec in the building. He said,
what up, Tech?
He said, Lil Yachty, the God MC. Boy, I know you fucking around. I know you playing. I know you playing. Aztec.
Anyway. He
Yeah.
done.
Well, you got
A
it.
lot of rappers on their masters because they don't care. They want that upfront money and they want that little paper. And once they get that paper, they good, bro. They ain't expected for that 360 to come bite them in the ass, bro. Because
Because
they
they
got the
stupid.
right
And
balance.
this is why, damn, perfect. This is why it's important to know the history. Because if you know the history of Sugar Hill Gang, you know how they got fucked. If you know the history of the niggas that came after them, then you know how they got fucked. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so on and so on. So if you learn the history of the shit, then you know it's already there. The blueprint of what not to do is already there. You know what I'm saying? It
Type
might have
shit.
been a million years ago to some of these niggas, but the blueprint of what not, because the basics are the same. You feel me? As far as
Yeah.
understanding what you're doing, where you're going, and what you're trying to accomplish out of it. The basics are the same, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Owning your
But
masters.
hey,
Come on.
yeah. No. Some of these kids gonna have to learn the hard way, bro. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? You can't tell these motherfuckers nothing, bro.
Right.
And they seeing more money right now than we probably ever seen, so they got that argument.
Yeah,
You
they
know
got
what I'm
that. I
saying?
mean, nigga, I got 3 million followers. I got 1 million followers. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my coffee. I got 1 million followers. And but you ain't respected though. You're not respected. How about
Type
that?
shit.
How about that?
Type shit.
That's why.
But
That's
hey,
why
yo,
this you can't go. That's why certain cities you can't go to. You
yeah,
know what I'm
all that
saying?
you gotta check in and all that, nigga. That's because your image is out there bogus as hell. Now people want to see what's to you. I don't
Right.
think Q-Tip gotta check in nowhere because he's just a likable guy
Who's
and
that?
his music is likable. Q-Tip, like
Oh
imagine
yeah.
somebody saying, "Hey, Q-Tip, nigga, you gotta check in."
There's a
That
lot of
shit don't even
MCs
sound right.
and crews out there like that they ain't got to check in. They ain't got to go
Yeah,
talk to
I don't
nobody
think
when they pull
Wu-Tang
up.
gotta check in. Y'all little niggas out here thugging it out and shit, and motherfuckers testing y'all gangsters, so y'all gotta check in. But
Yeah.
anyway, so what's your journey, bro? Real quick, cause time is going.
Just make a long story short, I found hip hop and now I'm doing a podcast with Riot One.
Boom.
Now my journey was pretty much the same, man. I heard the Sugar Hill Gang, and that literally changed my whole trajectory in life. I was already like drawing, and everything was always a part of me. I was that kid that every Christmas I got sketch pads and shit for Christmas. You know what I mean? Because I was always drawing. So when I found hip hop, when I found hip hop. Like graffiti was right like around the first thing as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I was already an artist. I was already drawing and painting and doing all kinds of shit. I never had to check in except for at a hotel. True. Shout out to that. Fanbo Podcast, Rockefeller Records was trying to sign Lil Russell, but he said Rockefeller Records. But they wanted his masters, but he did not take it. So the deal he worked too hard for to let his masters go. No, he ended up signing with him.
No, he worked it out.
He worked it out, and he
That's
got his
one
masters.
thing. When you do the independent thing and you got that and you create your own power, they need you more than you need them. So you got negotiating power,
Shout out to
and he
that.
used negotiating power
And
to
I
work in
think
his
that's
favor.
what the leverage. I think that's the leverage you was talking about keeping the ball in your court. I think that's what you
Yeah,
were saying.
always keep
Yeah,
the ball in your court, bro. Have some type of leverage, man. Either people could go or they don't, but at least you in a situation where you control the dice, bro. Yeah,
yeah,
I fucked up because I let too many other people control the dice, and that
yeah,
shit,
yeah. It's no
it didn't
bueno.
work.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
got
so
into that, and then breakdancing. Got into that. Was in a little breakdancing crew. I spent a whole summer because I went into I saw this graffiti and it was like Prince or something on the side of a wall, but the way it was done, I had never seen anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And I never really seen like a whole piece. But it was a record store, and when I walked in there, there was a DJ in the record store, and this is how long ago it was. He was just doing basic scratches, ever, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, I was my jaw dropped because I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. You know what I mean? I was like, what? This shit was. shit just blew my mind. So literally, I started going into that record store like every day, damn near, for a few weeks, and just talking to him and figuring out what the fuck he was doing. And that summer, I spent the entire summer mowing lawns and shit, and then got 2 fucked up turntables from a fucking pawn shop and a Radio Shack mixer. And I had 3 records that I had bought from that record store, and taught myself how to scratch and shit. And then I just started DJing, and I was still doing the breakdancing thing. And I told, for whatever reason, I told the dudes that was in my crew, we were called the Fresh Crew. And I was called Lazy Boy because my up rock was real shitty. And so I just did it really slow and really, you know what I'm saying? I did it really slow and just went into my moves.
Everybody was in a crew called the Fresh Crew. I think that was like a rite of passage for everybody. Every kid, and their name was Kid Fresh or some bullshit.
Yeah, I had. Well, mine wasn't. My name was Lazy Boy, but
after the chap.
yeah, and it was just like that. LA-Z-boy. You know what I'm saying? I had a little shirt with the Old English writing on it with my name on it. Shout out to my Uncle Vernon. My Uncle Vernon owned some car lots, and he was our only sponsor. And he bought us shoes and T-shirts. Shout out to my Uncle Vernon.
Your secret breakdance move used to fuck everybody up with was the recliner. You would just sit down.
No, my best move was the 1990.
Oh shit!
The one hand spin, yeah, like that. Yeah. I spent more time trying to learn that than I did anything else breakdancing. That I don't know why, but that became like that was my go-to shit. Somebody did something, and then I'm about to tear their ass up. But
what the ass spin?
Yeah.
Until you caught a spin and you start making beats.
But I went and I was like, I went to the crew and I was like, hey, I wrote a rap about everybody in the crew, and I want us all to learn it so everybody can say their part. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But so I started rapping it and saying it all the time whenever we'd go somewhere. We're the Fresh Crew, that type shit. I'm Lazy Boy. You know what I mean? Hell yeah.
I'm Lazy Boy.
Yeah. He said, oh man, I have to find that. But yeah, and so I then after that, like, I started wanting to be a rapper for some reason. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I'm good at that shit. I can be a rapper. And so me getting into producing was out of fucking necessity. I couldn't afford to go to no fucking studios. I didn't have any, like, quote unquote OGs or anything that just had shit laying around or that were out buying shit. So I stole a drum machine. When I used to go into I forget the name of the music store, but I used to go in there every day after school and fuck with the drum machines. And they had like the front door, and then there was a back door. They would never do that nowadays. Back door was where all of the drum machines and all of the shit was. And plus, back then they didn't tie the shit down or anything like that, or just have a demo model up there that didn't even work. You know what I'm saying? Or have it behind glass. They didn't have none of that. So they had all these fucking drum machines. And I used to just go in there and fuck with them. And it dawned on me that nobody ever came back there and checked on me. And never, you know what I'm saying? They never looked to see what I was doing or nothing. So one day I went in there. I had my mind made up after school. I was going in there. I was taking one of them motherfuckers. And I went in there, but I was so scared, I took the Roland 505 instead of anything else. I should have took, they had everything up in that bitch. But I took the Roland 505, walked up out of there, went home, overly excited. Didn't have the plugs to plug it up, no nothing. Didn't even have the power cord for it. I just unplugged it and walked out. You know what I'm saying? But I finally did get the cords and everything a couple of days later. Went to Radio Shack because that was a spot to get all electronic shit. But the crazy part is, well, it's not really crazy, but I went back in there the next day after that for like a couple of weeks. Just because, and I remember the next day when I went in there and I was back there, some guy, one of the guys that worked in there came in there and he's like, hey man, were you here yesterday? And I was like, yeah, I come here every day. Did you see somebody back here that looks suspicious or anything? And I was like, no, why? What happened? They're like, well, somebody came in here yesterday and stole the drum machine. And I was like, oh no, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? And they left me alone. And
They
then
had no cameras.
no, they didn't have, no, this is before all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Trustworthy as.
yeah, you know, hey, I just look like a kid in there just fucking around, you know, and I came back the next day, you know what I'm saying? But I came back a couple of days after that. But once I got them chords, I never went back. You know what I'm saying? I never went back. And then I started, because I already had my turntables and shit, and so I started like making drum patterns. And you know how the records back then used to have acapellas and shit on them, you know, the 12 inches. And I started doing the acapellas over drum breaks and shit that I would make. And then fast forward, me still rapping. I was in a rap group, all this other shit. Well, it was really solo, but we called ourselves a group. It was me and the DJ. And I don't know.
What was your name? Fresh Crew? You put an extra
Nah,
fresh
man.
on?
It was called Black to the Third Power, man.
Oh shit, yeah, that
and I was G Smooth at that point.
G Smooth.
Yeah, I was G Smooth at that point. Come on, man. Hey, you wasn't always Riot One. Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah, I was Riot One, bro.
You had some funky ass names. Stop playing. So fast forward, once I started, because I did all the production on the shit. Because obviously we couldn't afford anything. So when we did go to the studio and cut the first demo, everything was already done. We just came, I brought my shit and plugged it up to their shit, and he put it all in SMPTE, and you know what I'm saying? And boom, we was off to the races. But at that point, I realized that I had more fun making the music than I did being on stage and being a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because there's something about being an artist, you know, and it kind of reminded me of like drawing. You know what I'm saying? To take a blank piece of paper and then draw something on that blank piece of paper and be like, I did that shit. You know what I mean? To me, making the music was the same fucking thing. I'm sure rappers feel the same way when they
thin air. Yeah.
Huh?
Pulling ideas out of thin air, bro. That you beat that feeling, G.
Yeah. And so, you know, fast forward, I'm on a goddamn podcast with goddamn Riot One. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the journeys are similar. There's a lot of shit in between, and there's a lot of stuff like that. But, you know, it is what it is.
It all started with that first little DJ and the drum machine, bro.
Hit him with that drop and beats crew. I don't know what that is. Radio Shack was the plug. Yes, it was.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
I had the Radio Shack mixer. We had the Bell Drive turntable. Shout out to
that's how I had them fucked up turntables, boy. If you held that motherfucker down, no matter how many scratch pads or how much shit you had underneath that record, you had to push that bitch to get it.
We learned the way around it. We grabbed the edge of that motherfucker like an upside down C, and then that motherfucker.
Well, that was after the fact. I'm talking about when you first got that bitch and you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, G. That she started like a very speed.
Yeah. So let's get into this next one real quick, and then and the next one is classics. The classics. We got to talk about that. And by the classics, I mean what defines a classic record? And what is your classic? Let's say 3 classic records to you that are classic, and what defines them as being classics?
Hip hop?
Yeah. Or no, whatever genre, whatever, you know.
Shit. You gotta say songs to the kid.
Podcast. He said when I was in junior high, I started freestyling. We was called the Problem Child. Okay. See, everybody got a fucked up name from back in the day.
Yeah,
everybody.
I was all my life, man.
Come on, stop playing, man. You was probably J Ski.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I was Shorty JJ.
See? You see what I'm saying?
Shorty JJ, nigga, came to rock.
Shout out to that. Classics. Let's get to
Well,
the classics.
classics. Well, my 3 classics, you gotta say Songs in the Key of Life.
That's a big one.
Illmatic.
Another big one.
Classic though. Let me see the third one. What would I put in there? Critical Beatdown, Ultramagnetic.
Ooh, shit. Shout out
Those-
to, hey, a lot of people don't know about that. They don't know nothing about Ultramagnetic. Nothing.
Everybody ain't hip hop, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. And what to you defines a classic?
All right. To me, a classic record is it gotta be in some form or fashion innovative, or if you're gonna run with like a genre, you gotta be the best at the genre. You know what I'm saying? I could have put Michael Jackson in there, but he had too much help. The people like Stevie Wonder didn't have that kind of help that Michael Jackson had. You know
Songs
what
in the
I'm
Key of
saying?
Life took him 2 years or 3 years to make? And there was
Yeah,
actually
something
more
like
songs.
that.
Yeah.
But he was the brains behind it. I ain't
Yeah.
saying Michael Jackson wasn't, but he had Quincy, Rod Templeton from Heat Wave. You know, he had too many hands in there. The
Right.
engineer, the guy, somebody real special. But Stevie was the fucking man,
Yeah,
literally.
he did everything.
I'm talking about,
Everything.
yeah, so I gotta give Stevie that. But yeah, it gotta be innovative. It gotta be some form of fashion timeless. And
Right.
all 3 records I mentioned, Ultramagnetic shit, Critical Beatdown is timeless, bro.
Timeless. Yeah, I agree.
Your Life is timeless. Um, what was the other one I said? Illmatic, that shit
Illmatic.
timeless, bro.
Yeah. And the crazy thing
And
is,
then
you took my first one too. Songs in the Key of Life, man. I was just listening to that album about 3 or 4 days ago. It's an incredible
yeah,
fucking album, man. It stands the test of time over and not just like a little bit, over and over and
really,
over again.
like if music was such a competition, everybody damn near lost
Yeah,
fucking with that album. If
yeah,
that was
I
the one
agree.
that nigga trying to battle, that's what I'm saying. Music ain't no competition. It's do good, man. Make some. Your competition is when the fans don't fuck with you.
The
Only thing you need to
competition
be,
should be yourself. You should be in
yeah,
competition with yourself.
yeah, topping yourself. Don't worry about nobody else. But anyway, boom. So innovation, timeless, have a timeless factor, and then I do a ratio. If if an album got 10 songs, 7 of the motherfuckers got to be fucking
Bangers.
hands down undeniable.
Right.
Songs in the Key of Life is a double album, so I say it got like maybe close to 20 songs,
Mm-hmm.
18, 16 songs. Just say it got 16. 14, 15 of them, no, I'd say 13 of them motherfuckers is A1 Snake songs.
Yeah. I agree.
So that's automatic classic. Illmatic, he got 10 songs. You love 9 of them, 8 of them songs, no matter what. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So that's classic. Ultramagnetic, Critical Beatdown, it was innovative. It's like lyrically and production wise, they took the game in they took it somewhere else. It was already in a good space with Rakim and all that shit, but when Ultramagnetic came, it's like they damn near did it for the ghetto nerds. You
Mm-hmm.
know, people that understood real hip hop. It sounded like the culture. And their
Right.
production was so different and so grimy, and their lyrics was so, it wasn't even, in hindsight, they wasn't necessarily that unorthodox. They just choose to use words that wasn't nobody else using.
Right.
So it made them seem unorthodox. And their rhyme schemes was very different. But that don't make it unorthodox neither. They just chose to rap different from the way everybody else was rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And out of that album, I think it was 12 songs on the album. I like damn near I like the whole fucking album, damn near. I damn near know that shit word for word, bro. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I always been Ultramagnetic fan since I think we first got up on Ultramagnetic when they did the radio spot for Chuck Chill Out.
Uh-huh.
and they pressed up some copies, and we wound up getting a copy of that shit. I don't know how
Oh
Chain
wow.
got it, but Chain Rugen wound up with that Chuck Chill Out record on wax, and we was like, man, it was the test pressing too. We was like, word, G, yo,
Ain't that
we got
something?
some shit.
It's always like once you like really full on commit to hip hop culture, like full on commit, like the way we did. Like there was always somebody that came up with something that brought something, and you're like, how in the fuck did you get that?
Type
How?
shit, right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Fambo podcast. He said number one, Boogie Down Productions, Criminal Mind. Yeah, great fucking album. Did that was another one that I was going to use. Too short. Life's too short. I agree to a degree.
Hell no.
I,
It was classic for him coming out of Oakland with that shit. We ain't see
yeah,
that coming, but that shit was trash, low key. Like I ain't gonna hear
right.
that
But
shit.
it did. So to me, if something comes out and it changes the landscape, you know what I'm saying? It changes how things are done. It changes how things are perceived. Then that still, to me, kind of qualifies as a classic. You know what I'm saying?
It does, but this the thing about it. See, are we talking? But see, you said any kind of music. That's why Stevie Wonder got thrown in there and
Right.
shit. So
Well,
it's kind of
I was gonna
hard.
throw that in there. So like, you just took that shit before I did.
No, this is what I'm saying is if we talking hip hop, Too Short don't fall in the equation. Just because he rap don't make it hip hop. He was a hip hop fan. He was hip hop from Oakland, but that was rap music. People gotta understand there's a difference between rap and hip hop. What Super Lover C and Casanova was doing, what Ultramagnetic was doing, what Rakim was doing was lyrics. It was like a sport to have
Mm-hmm.
metaphors, lines and stanzas and bars and dope beats ever being right. I mean, EPMD, you had to have lyrics. JVC
Right.
Force, shit, you knew hip hop when you heard it. When you
Right.
heard Too Short, all you heard was bitch. We were like, damn, some rapper shit. These motherfuckers
Right.
rapping. When you
But
cut on the radio, you
it
knew
was
rap
still,
music
but
when you heard it, and you knew hip hop when you heard it. When I heard Too Short, I didn't think hip hop. I thought rap records.
right. But to on and I, like I said, I don't think it's a classic album, and I don't think it falls into that kind of category we're talking about. But what it did do is it opened the door for a lot of shit, and it changed how the perception of what you could do and what you couldn't do. It changed. I don't know that it didn't do anything lyrically. You know what I'm saying? Except
Oh,
for
but if we
except
talking
for except
hip
for
hop,
allow motherfuckers to use way more curse words and say bitch. You know what
no,
I'm
he
saying?
he he started some shit. He made cussing famous.
Yeah.
Like we ain't like people didn't cuss, but he just took it there like nigga, this what I'm saying. Y'all finna deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, shout out to Too Short. I ain't denying it, but I wouldn't call it
A
hip hop.
classic.
Hip hop. I don't even think he would. I think he can rap
Surprisingly
too.
enough,
I think he can rap music.
again, this takes us back to the history part. Surprisingly enough, Too Short, Todd knows his history. He
Yeah,
knows
he
what.
do, cause that's what it was about.
Yeah,
You got to know your history. Ice-T knew his history. He got
yeah,
his first hit off of fucking Schoolie D. He knew what was up. He was in the Zulu
yeah,
Nation before all the shit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And Too Short, cool man. I painted his studio when he first moved to Atlanta. Shout out Too Short. I actually
yeah,
know him. Like, no
yeah. That's what's
disrespect,
up.
bro. But you was a rapper. I was on some hip hop shit
But
when I was a
I
kid.
was gonna say songs in the key of life for my three, and I was
Okay.
also gonna say Boogie Down Productions, KRS-One, because it was Boogie Down Productions.
That shit
Uh,
was classic, but I ain't like every song. Like I say,
No,
you gotta have
I didn't like
the
every song, but
ratio.
the majority of the joints on there I liked, and it did shift and change the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it did. It did. That South Bronx and that motherfucking
Yeah,
and
the
that
bridge is over.
what was Bridges Over, bro. When you heard that shit, it sounded like the train yards to me, bro.
Yeah,
It just sounded like spray paint, bro.
yeah. So I would say two of mine just got pulled right out, and Illmatic, you know what I'm saying? But if I had to pick another three, definitely Cool G Rap, Road to Riches. I think that was the name of the album. But the song for sure, like I love that fucking song to death. But Cool G Rap, DJ Polo.
That wasn't a classic.
Huh?
That wasn't classic, bro.
Come on,
it
man.
was good.
Come on, man.
G-Rap was a classic, motherfucker. The album was good, but like I say, if you got 10 songs, 7 of them got to be your shit, undeniable.
Okay, you're right,
bro.
because I didn't like the whole album. There was maybe 4 joints on that whole album that I really, really fucked with.
Exactly. So yeah, you can't put that.
All right. You got me. LL Cool J, I'm bad.
Hell no. Hell no. I ain't like that. I did not like You Can't Dance. I ain't like I Need Love.
Well, definitely Slick Rick, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick. 100%. I ain't backing down from that one. I'm sorry. Now you're fucking with my emotions. Now you're fucking with my emotions, and I'm gonna get off this podcast and go directly live on Facebook and be like, I can't believe this nigga. Who in the fuck does he think he is?
And fuck Chicago hip hop.
Right. But I would say but Stevie Wonder and the Keys of Life is a fucking, I can't even. Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? That album.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
You know, back in the day, when, I don't know if they did that here, but when, like, especially like on the weekends, because my mom would let me stay the fuck up and watch TV, but the channels used to go off the air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they play the national anthem and all that shit. But there was one channel that played Marvin Gaye, What's Going On? They didn't play the national anthem or anything. They played Marvin Gaye, What's Going On at the end of the channel going off the air for the night. And I remember that shit as a little kid. And that song was very impactful. You know what I'm saying? But let's see, Puerto Ricanism. Prism says, it depends on where you are. I was in Detroit at the time, and they were rocking short over Woo 36. I was surprised, but over time, I learned to appreciate it. Okay.
Type shit. I feel that.
I don't know. Yeah. When it comes to classics, you know, Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim, Paid in Full, definitely changed the game.
Yeah.
100%. The Chronic changed the game. Changed the game. 100% changed the landscape.
So the Chronic
changed the landscape. Yeah, there it is. Because those albums changed the landscape. They changed how we did music. They changed how we did things. They changed the perception. They changed everything.
Boy, don't I know it. Look.
There it is. We done with that. That's enough.
When Chronic came out, everybody I know went G-Funk and gangster rap after the Chronic.
I was in Cali when that shit dropped, and you couldn't go.
Nigga, we ain't from West Coast. What is we doing? But motherfuckers sure did that shit. I was like, boy.
Oh, they was doing it everywhere, because when I left the West Coast and went back east, it was the same fucking thing. When I was in New York, they was doing the same thing. There was everybody, and I'm like, I just came from Cali. Like, I'm looking at these niggas like, y'all don't even know what you're talking about. Y'all don't know nothing about none of this shit.
Yeah, man.
It changed the landscape.
You know who else had a run like that when everybody changed their sound and wanted to produce like the Neptunes.
The Neptunes,
when the Neptunes came around, all of a sudden everybody was making Neptune beats, bro. I was like, come on, dude. Like, why niggas ain't just doing them? And I kept doing me. I kept sampling soul samples, chopping samples. Motherfuckers like, that's bullshit. Boom, here come Kanye. My phone ringing, man. Motherfucker sound like you, Rad. Rad been doing that shit. Do you know, dude?
Fambo Podcast says, then I put Run DMC, Raising Hell. Good album, great album, but did it change the landscape? Did it change the trajectory of hip hop? No.
They kind of capitalized off their fame because they was there. It was a dope album.
Well, you know what? They did kind of, because they were the first group to get a fucking a shoe deal.
and a platinum record.
Yeah.
It was like the first rap album to go on some hip
But
hop
does that
shit.
change does that change the trajectory of the culture?
Nah, cause some of that shit was corny, bro. Like I ain't like Walk This Way.
No,
They
I
did
didn't like that
it
shit
with
either.
a titty in the middle, screaming like you just don't care. I'm like, nigga,
All
with a
they
titty.
did was rap the actual lyrics from the real song.
Yeah, that was corny, bro. DOC was like, hey, did it with the titty in the middle.
So I know Prism is just sitting there waiting right now because we're gonna get to his favorite part, and that you know he be wanting to know what we've been doing.
No, real talk, GP gang. No, you know what else was a classic album? I just want to throw this in there. Fucking Erykah Badu, Mama's Gun, bro. Front to back, that motherfucker was cold, bro.
Changed the game, changed the trajectory of music.
Yeah, she was like the epitome of that neo soul shit, bro. With that one.
Mm-hmm. The Soul Aquarians. Yeah. She was a part of the Soul Aquarians, like
she was part of the
Soul Aquarians.
Yeah, today her birthday. Shout out Erykah Badu. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. We're gonna play some shit, G.
All right. I'll play a couple. I got some things on deck. Little lightweight.
That's a cool little format move.
A little something, you know, just kind of, you know. I got to see where you're at before I even, you know.
I'm sticking with the crying Indian kid.
Oh shit. Okay. Come on, man. That's how you doing? Just we don't get no more?
I mean, I'm gonna keep playing.
Nah, we good. You good. I see what you did there. I see what you did. I respect
that one is called Poor Kid.
I respect it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a loop. It wasn't really nothing. That shit old as hell.
Oh, that's what we doing now too? Oh, we okay. You know I can do that on the machine, right? I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. All right.
All right, where we at?
So, yeah, I see what you're doing there. I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here.
I'm just playing bullshit loops, bro. Okay. I like the way that beat bounce. That shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little light work, you know.
All right. That shit like 5 years old. These are the beats that don't know how to do that. I just play this stuff. All right, that's it. I ain't got nothing else. I don't think.
That's it?
For that one, yeah. Hit it.
Oh. All right. You know,
Hey. Yeah, that was
little
dope.
light work. Little light work.
That's some 50 shit.
I ain't trying to hurt nobody. Just, you know. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. All right. Is it my turn?
Yeah, go for it.
This is the wrong one. God damn it. Hold on. That's what I get for naming these fucking shits, fucked up shits. Hold on. That is not the one. Ah. Go ahead.
That's it.
Hold
And
on.
everybody vote for my homie Kenya Franklin for Democrat for Illinois State Representative. She used to be a rapper back in the day. She was a dope MC. She going for office. We need people like her in the office. If y'all gonna vote for Kenya Franklin.
Who? Say that again, bro.
Kenya Franklin. She's going for Democrat for Illinois State Representative, bro. And she a real one, bro. She used to be an MC back in the day. She was dope then. She's still dope, but she going for office, and I ain't gonna lie. On the local level, we need people like her fighting for us, bro. So if y'all gonna vote for Kenya Franklin, the state Illinois representative. G. Illinois State Representative. Word up.
I think this next one, I think Chato would appreciate this one. Chato and Stone Flacco and Raw Caesar, if y'all listening.
Oh shit. What about somebody else?
imaginar que ya estoy, imaginar que ya estás despintada y que estás recostada en tu cama. No estoy entre la y que está recostada en tu cama. Estoy entre labio y imaginar que ya estoy, imaginar que ya estás despintada y que estás recostada.
All right.
That was dope as fuck, bro. Stone Flacco, man. Hey, and Chato shit, that'd be a dope collab.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind, man. We might can make that work sometime in the future. Put that
Yeah.
up, shit.
Man. Oh, no, you didn't.
Really? Really, man? Wow. Damn. You went a whole nother route, too. Crazy. Hell no.
You know when I did that, I took a note out of Dilla's book of making the words sound different. So, like to me, it's saying, "Tell him you to God."
Right.
Tell him you to God. Tell him you to
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. And it's totally opposite. It's like black and white, bro.
Yeah.
Man, you did that shit.
I said, "Boy, you played that." I was like, "No, no," but they're completely different.
If you got something going on, go. Cause trust me, though, nobody I know like the beat I did with that shit. They do not fuck with it. So
Really, I think
hope
this
you
shit
ain't.
is fire.
Ain't nobody fuck with it.
People are retarded.
Fanbo podcast asked, did I have any? Do we got any
Benny with violins, yeah.
with strings? Now I usually don't because when I do the string shit, I play it. You know what I'm saying? I have it like in the DAW when I add strings like off the keyboard. Ooh, that's hot. That was dope.
Appreciate it, man. You know, I'm trying to get like
was,
you, man. I'm, you know.
Yeah, whatever, bro. I ain't trying to hear that.
Come on, man.
That
I'm giving you
money in the
compliments. I'm giving you compliments, brother.
whatever, bro. I don't even want to play shit no more because I'm just
Stop.
damn.
Sit your dumb ass down.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's so bad. Yeah, she's so violent. Yeah, I fuck with that.
So I'm finished. She ain't got no baseline or nothing. Chopping. It remind me of some
God damn it, that's the fucking one I didn't want to. Hold on, man. Let me find this shit real quick, because I did, I think this is it. I think this is the one. Okay.
goddamn machine, boy.
Yeah, this one's lacking the bass line.
Yeah, that's dope though. I like that drum beat. Yeah, that was dope. That drum beat got a swing to it.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know what this is. Nope, not that one. I don't know, bro. I'm just randomly pulling paper out of hat. Oh, I like this one.
I
no
fucks with
basic
that.
shit.
I fucks with that.
Yeah, appreciate it. It reminded me of some 1970 game show shit. That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's still dope.
Desperately hoping. Desperately hoping. Desperately hoping. Desperately hoping. Never forget. Never forget. For you. Hey.
Whoa.
For you. Hey.
Hey.
For you. Hey. Desperately hoping.
Ah, that's
Desperately
cold.
hoping. Desperately hoping. Desperately hoping. Never forget. For you. Hey. Desperately hoping. Desperately hoping.
I might have a few
That was
things. I might have a
that was
couple.
dope. You judo chopped that motherfucker, boy. For real, that shit was chopped up. That shit was cold though. That's my
I
type of
appreciate
shit.
it, bro.
Yeah. Hey, this is my last one, but this some like overly hip hop boom bap shit. But I love this dumbass beat. Hold up.
The shit'll get uglier than wealth in the great.
What?
The shit'll get uglier than wealth in the great. The shit'll get uglier than wealth in the great. The shit'll get uglier than wealth in the great. The shit'll get uglier than wealth in the great. The shit'll get uglier than wealth in the great. The shit'll get uglier than wealth in the great. The shit'll get uglier than wealth in the great. The shit'll get uglier than wealth in the great.
That ain't no stupid boom. That shit is fire. What is you talking about? Stupid. You said
I
that shit
used
ain't.
the
That shit is
what?
fire.
I used the shit to get uglier than wealth in the great though, nigga. That was the stupid shit. Like I was trying to find a hook and I used wealth in the great. Woo.
Still in the works. You see, there's no bass line on nothing on it.
Woo. All right. Yeah, you got me. I got to go to my bag of tricks, nigga.
Come on, man.
I thought I was done. I thought I was done.
Okay. Okay. Come on, man. You can't do that.
Y'all suck, G. I ain't got nothing. All these beats is half done. That's why I don't like them. They just loops. Chops and loops.
Not even the one I was looking for.
That's cold as hell.
That makes me mad. I appreciate the compliment, but that's not it.
That was dope. Yeah, that was dope, G.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, but man, hey, you
Just call it
ready to
one.
end this, G?
Yes, sir. We looking at 2 hours.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. I'm tired.
Yeah, this has been the HR department, man. Don't get fired on your day off. You know what I'm saying? I'm Heat Detector. That's my main man, Riot One. Check us out every goddamn Thursday at 8:30. Get your goddamn hip-hop fix. Get your goddamn producer fix. Just get in tune, stupid. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. We up out this bitch.
The HR department plays a crucial role in any organization.
What happened?
HR department plays a crucial role in any organization. HR department plays a crucial role in any organization.